Oh, man. I'm Jamie Gonzalez.
I'm Shad Stoker.
Man, what's up, boy?
Chilling,
Born
man.
Detailer Podcast.
Yep.
We're here. We're missing one of our homies, but it's all good. He's busy. He's making money, working.
Scott McGurk's running his business.
Yeah, he's running his business, but we was like, yo, I seen you. I was like, let's just do it. We weren't going to do one this week, but I was like, let's make it happen.
Yeah.
I've been so busy, man. Like, we
Crazy.
we finally started doing more dry ice stuff. So give it up for that dry ice.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
We start doing a lot more. Like,
So have you found, because I know when you first got that machine, it was a very expensive machine. It was a big investment. It was a little bit challenging finding a place within the business to where it made sense, right?
yeah, I think dry ice is a business on its own. So that's what I had to figure out. I was like, all right, if we're gonna do this, we needed to have a set guy for it, and do that. So that's why we don't normally really push it. But they've just been finding us and we've been doing it. So
So you didn't necessarily try and incorporate dry ice into your everyday
we
practice.
wanted to,
Right.
We wanted to.
That was the hope.
initially, but you need a whole designated space for it. You need a dry ice, so you need a really big compressor. So we have, I don't know, industrial, like we can run like 30. It's a really,
massive.
really big one. And then we have the big air dryers, and then we have a 2-stage filtration system for our paint booth. So it kind of easy was plug and play. So it
For
worked.
you, but like you already had a lot of stuff in place, not there was a lot that would have to go
so
into
like,
it if you weren't
to
where you were
really
at.
to really do it, to justify it, like you're gonna be in it like minimum 50 grand, like mini, or maybe more than that, like who knows, whatever. So you want a really, really good compressor, 15 grand, 20 grand, like whatever.
And then the ice. You're not
And
even
then
taking
the
account.
ice, dude. Yeah, and the ice is expensive. So you're thinking you're 300 pounds minimum to do an undercarriage or whatever you're doing, or minimum. Like you can go 600 pounds. It's not like crazy. You can do it, depending on what machine you got.
So do you have to, let's say you do an undercarriage, you use 300 pounds of, how many times do you have to refill it? Is that
So
one
ours
thing?
is
or-
small. You're constantly refilling it. Like I would say every 10 minutes.
Wow,
15
okay.
minutes. So you're going through it crazy. But anyway, so that was kind of a fun thing we did this week, was that, and then I just been dragging ass, bro.
Yeah.
Like dragging ass, just not like, I'm motivated, but I'm motivated in other areas. I'm motivated to get home, bro.
Right?
That's what I'm motivated
Dude,
for.
there's no shame in that. That's why we do it. We do this so we can spend time with our families, right? We don't do this so we can like work more. I mean, with success comes more work. And it's funny. I was thinking about that the other day, how the achievements, like how they get harder and harder to get as you go on, right? I mean, but that's part of the game, is you're doing this so you can spend time with your family. So you have the opportunity to get home early. One of the things that I love is the level of success that I've reached is I don't miss any of my son's stuff. And I know you're the same way. Like I don't miss a game. I don't miss a practice. Practices I kind of do sometimes because they're, but games, performances, nothing he does.
I try not to, but like there's times that,
Yeah,
it is what it is.
yeah.
Like when we went out to San Diego,
Right.
my kids had a big dance thing that I missed, and was, actually, and it sucked that I missed it, but then it was nice when I actually went to see their actual performance, another performance. It was dope. So I was like, I just hate missing, and
But that's-
I'm missing all the time.
few and far. I think you're a little harder on yourself than the reality would say, because I know how many you attend. It's very rare. When you're out of town, I missed my son's stuff. That when you're out of
Yeah,
town, there's nothing you can do about it. But if you have the opportunity, then
Go.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we do this, right? That's why we are not just the typical 9 to 5. That's the beauty in having your own business. That's the beauty of building successes. You have more responsibility, but you also have more freedom. That's what people don't get, is the yin and the yang of this. Like they think that if you get successful, that stress goes away. It doesn't. It's just a different kind of stress.
Different kind of
Right?
You're different. It's definitely
Like when you first started,
more.
it
Yeah,
was
I'm way more stressed.
right. Well, when you
Like-
first started, it was the stress of keeping the lights on, of paying your bills. Now it's the stress of making sure your employees, all the people that rely on you for
Yeah, that's
work,
the main stress.
So
Yeah. I think the main stress is you want everyone to level up with you. Like that's my approach. Like I'm trying to get everyone to level up. Like if you're connected with me, like we are leveling up together. Like because I'm not going to stay the same. And I look at that even with employees. I was like, I want you to get better. I want you to do more.
Well, you
Oh, bro.
you've said it in the past. That you
Dude,
look at your employees as
There's
partners.
someone famous here.
Who is it?
Anyways. Oh, no.
Oh,
Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, bro. So I'm just when you're probably this. I feel like you're dealing with now you're IDA president. That was a really big goal for you, and you finally got to it. Are you just trying to fill the void? Now you just want to do something else? Now are you getting weirded out? Like you're like, man, I need another goal.
So here's the thing about success is there's always like I've talked about this a lot, but there's always something after that, right? There's always another mountain to climb. Like, yes, that was a goal and I achieved that, but then it's like, now what? If I wasn't waiting to be happy, I wasn't like, that was something I wanted to do along the way, but I wasn't like prolonging my happiness or like when I get to this, then I'll be successful. I'll be happy when, because when you do that, like you said, I get that it's for a year. I only get to do this for a year. And then it's like, what's the next thing? And that's the thing about success and achievements that people don't realize is when you base your happiness, when you base your fulfillment off of reaching the achievements, it becomes less and less. So here's an analogy that I thought it just kind of clicked the other day is take a tree. Let's take an apple tree, for example, right? When that sprouts, the apples that are right, you can pick tons of apples right there without getting off the ground. But then once you get those easy achievements, once you get that bottom layer of apples picked, then what? Then you have to go a little higher. And the apples get scarcer and scarcer. So the achievements get, the more successful you get, the achievements get further apart.
So what's max success then? Like like for you, like not even money, not having things, not like, you don't like I'm to the point of like being there for people that I want to be with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's being there, listening. Cause I'm a space cadet, like I get home and I'm so drained and my wife will be like, say all this stuff. And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, you didn't listen to the damn word you just said. And I'm like, my bad, babe. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but it comes off disrespectful because we're just going so much.
Right.
So like my goals, because I think we wanted to talk about doing goals. My goal is for my people around me to be heard and to be seen and to be present. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's so important.
So I don't have like my financial goal is like, yeah, I know I'm gonna have to love doing what I'm doing. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep going hard and trying to do that. But really, it's like the people that are around me. I just want to be like, I want to be able to listen to them. I want to be there, be present. You know what I mean? And try to take everybody in. Because I feel like my whole life I've just been going so hard,
right?
Bro. Like,
right. So, well, what has to happen for you to take that step back? Because I mean, you asked me what my I guess my level or my determination of success would be is when I can live life fully on my terms. When every decision I make is based off of what I want to do, not based off of what about this person, that and this, and I have to think of this, and what about bills? When I can live life, when every decision that I can make is based off of what I want or what is best for me, you know what I mean? That's when I feel like you've made it. When you can travel when you want to,
I guess
like
I can do that in some cases, but like my main thing is like, all right, I know I'm not gonna if I stay at work for an extra 3 hours, how much more productive am I gonna be? I'm really productive from 7 a.m. to like 10 o'clock. Like I probably get the most amount of things done within those times.
Yeah.
From when I wake up, take the kids out, like drop them off at school, get to work. In that first 3 hours of the day, 3 or 4 hours a day, I feel like I've learned this. Like now from after like around 5 or 6, I'm just like, dude, I gotta go. But sometimes I want to push through that and just like, oh, I'm gonna do it. But realistically, I need to go home and reset.
Bro, that's a great lesson because like a lot of us do that. And we think, oh, I've got a deadline or I've got this. If I need to stay those 3 hours, but if those 3 hours you're like at 10% productivity capacity, then would going home and recharging and coming back at 100% be more? You would get more.
Yeah,
you'd get more done. But we don't think like that. It's like,
something's just it ain't worth it, bro. No. Like it's something. Sometimes it's just like, come on, is it really gonna like put yourself in a better mental space, like dragging out like that? Really, because I burnt out before. I've burnt out a couple times. I've done work marathons. Like so I'm just to the point of like, dude, I want to focus more on people.
Yeah.
And this, you know what I mean? Like what we're doing. And
it's really cool that you like have been able to like come to the realization of that, that you don't push through that. Cause a lot of people, they're like not emotionally intelligent enough to realize that, hey, it's 5 o'clock. I'm burnt. I've got things to do, but it's going to be better for me to go home and then come back, recharge. A lot of people will push through that and continue on. And they'll just, I mean, I do it myself sometimes. I'm like, oh, I got to get this done. I'm going to stay at work later. And stay there for 2 hours and I do 5 minutes worth of work. I'm like, what did I do the last? Like, it was just a waste of time.
Yeah. So versus having a system, being extra productive, making sure like, all right, this is what I have to do. This, and this. Like, these are my have tos. I got 30 things on my list, but I got these 5 have to, boom, this is the deadline. This is what I have to do. And everything else is like my fill-in work.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Dude, systems, you said something so good there. Systems and habits are what creates success. Like in everything, in relationships, in finance, in your health, everything. Like without habits, and we kind of talked about this earlier, but so for me, for example, I have this morning routine that I do, and if I get out of alignment with that, a few months will go by and then I'll catch myself and I'm like, I'm not progressing. I'm not making progress in anything. Why isn't it? And then I'll realize, oh, I've been slacking on my morning routine. Like I have this book that I make. I've taken parts from different things that I found that I like. And every morning I get up, I open it up and I write down, I have like my gratitude, my I am statements, my, you know what I mean? Like my 1, 3, 5, and 10 year goal that I write every single day when I'm in alignment, when I'm doing things properly. But if I go, the longer I go without doing that, the harder it gets to get into that, and the more I start to regress almost. The progression goes out the window, but I start to regress. I start going backwards. So habits and systems are so important, and they are what fuel success. Getting the habit of, like, you want to start out, get the habit of doing one thing, making a promise, setting one goal for yourself in the morning. I'm gonna wake up every morning, I'm gonna do this. Go for a walk, write my goals, whatever it is, and stick to that for a month. Do that every morning for a month.
It makes you feel good. When you have those systems in place, or like you're setting these, and I've never been like the crazy goal dude. Like I've never been like, yo, I'm going to do whatever, like just marathons, whatever. I've never been that type. I've been the person that's just has these little things, you know, like, okay, I want to learn how to do this. Like I want to learn how to do paintless dent removal, or I want to learn how to paint bumpers, or I want to learn how to do wraps or touch up or whatever. It's always like these little things that just kind of add to me, you know, versus like you know, working out or people that's doing it's just these little things. Yeah. Let's watch my diet. Let's watch this. Let's learn a little bit of all these little things and throw it in the pot, and then you just kind of create greatness over that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So, and here's one thing that I think a lot of people miss about goals. You kind of subconsciously do this, but they write a goal, right? Like, oh, $1 million a year, but they don't. You should have a tangible goal and then a process goal, right? Mm-hmm. So my tangible goal is $1 million a year. Okay, well, where am I at, and what is it going to take to get there? Mm-hmm. What do I have to do? So, I did this on a webinar a while ago. But so, if I'm at $100,000 a year right now, and I have 10 customers, and I want to get to $200,000 a year, what's my process to get there? My process is my daily goals should be knock 5 doors. 5 doors equals 1 customer a week for every month equals, and that'll get me to that. But it's I've got a monetary goal, and then I have the process goals, the daily actions I have to take that are going to get that goal. So you can't just stop at what the number is.
Do you know any guys, because you deal with a bunch of different detailers and shops, do you know any of them that do door knocking?
Not off the top of my head. I know.
You need someone, because you did door knocking, right?
Oh yeah, dude. When I was 14, I started
as a door knocking too. Yeah, I had a door knocking at NCS. I was selling newspapers, and and then I did. What's the other one I did? I worked for some crappy pest control dude. And I did that for a little bit, but dude, I sucked at door knocking, bro. I went with a monster, dude. I had these 2 dudes that were just like, and they ended up becoming solar guys, and they fucking killed it. You know what I mean? Like, but they've been doing that since we were 14. And I remember, I was like, bro, like, what are you guys doing? Like, how are you in there? Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But anyways, I think door knocking that needs to do, like, if you can have a salesperson that's these nice neighborhoods and be like, hey, what's up? Dude, if you get a solar dude up in there, bro, like them dudes never leave, bro.
There are businesses that are created off of door knocking. Okay, they have a product like it's pest control or it's solar or it's an alarm, right? But they're not alarm companies.
Oh, yeah.
They're
solar,
door to door.
That's
it, man. Yeah. They'll take that door to door process. They'll refine and really I don't want to say perfect, but they'll get a really good door knocking process, and then they'll just open up 3 different businesses that all use the same process. A pest control and a lawn and garden, whatever it is.
That's what Vivin did. Well, that's what. So he did solar, alarms. What is he doing? I don't know. Well, they do all kinds of
Yeah.
shit. Anyways, but dude, so processes, bro, systems,
Why do you think door knocking in Utah is so prevalent? Because there's a lot of Utah-based
and Mormons get down, bro.
Yeah.
The missionaries, they don't take no. They're the greatest salesmen. If you don't, hey, you want to learn how to sell, go talk to some
Door to
Mormon,
door, yeah.
yeah, some
That is
Mormon
it,
dude.
That is it for sure.
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
But hey, we're here. We miss Nick, bro. But hey, we vibe, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
That's the
Always
old times,
sounds
bro.
good, man.
It
Sounds
was so
good.
good.
Yeah.
Hey, leave a comment. Let us know what you're trying to do. We're out here full effect. Jamie Gonzalez.
I'm Shad Stoker.
Peace, peace, peace.
We out.